I'm back. Violet's point of view. Beep. 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 Can one of Angels stop that noise, please? Beep. 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 Okay, this is getting annoying. Beep. 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 Wait. Am I in hell? I was suddenly able to feel some part of weird thing under me. I was laying down. Wait. I'm alive. I thought I died. But I'm alive? Okay, let's try to work this out. I attempted to open my eyes, but to no avail. Come on. I finally opened them, but was blinded by a bright light above me. I can see the light! I looked around my surroundings, a monitor, and it was all white. Wait, I was in a hospital room? I groaned and saw colorful blurs. There was a large black blur, and a green blur, and many more blurs. Finally, my vision cleared up, and I saw source of blurs. Everyone there, Slendy, Sally, Masky, Hoodie, everyone, and Jeff and Jared were in the front. Jared smiling like a cute goofball, and Jeff's smile was wider than ever. Jared hugged me so tight, I thought I was gonna die. Violet, I love you. I'm so happy you didn't die, Jared exclaimed. It sounded as if he were on the verge of tears. I love you too, Jared. I wheezed from enough oxygen. Oh, sorry, he murmured before he let me go. If you ever try that again, I will torture you, Jeff said. His eyes said that he was kidding. Violet, you're awake, Sally shouted. She jumped on the bed on the empty space. What was it like? What were you dreaming? She bumbered. I chuckled at the green-eyed little girl's silliness. Oh, Violet, you're alive. We're all happy and glad. Jane will be punished, and it will be bloody and bad. Ben and Masky and Hoodie all sang in an urgent as they wiggled their arms. I chuckled at their rap. Nice rhythm, guys, I whisper. Violet, how you feeling? Jack said. Right now, a bit better than earlier. Good, because you lost a lot of blood, he said in sympathy. Hey guys, where's Jane? I asked. Has Jeff killed her? Did she run away from their grasp? Well, Jeff stabbed her numerous times, then we took you here in Jack's room, Masky said. Wait, this is Jack's room? Wow, it's very similar to a doctor's room. But then again, he is a doctor. Then Jack performing surgery on you, Ben finished. I nodded my head. We were all so worried, Hoodie said. None of us sat down. We were just thinking the worst things. It's so sweet how you guys care about me, I said, blushing. Why wouldn't we? You're Jeff's crush, so why not? Slendy spoke up. Yes, darling, Jeff and I, that lad, have been the most worried. Apparently, a fight broke between them, Slendy said, as if he was a schoolboy telling me about how he saw his teacher at the grocery store. Yeah, but now they're best friends forever, Sally exclaimed, a smile already on her face. Not best friends, just friends, Jeff murmured, his forever smile. Definitely, Jared said. Oh, we're all so relieved that you're alive. I thought you were a total goner, Ben said. Gee, that makes her feel better, Masky said. Okay, guys, time to get out. I have to make sure everything's fine with her before she can leave, Jack said sternly as he clapped his hands and rubbed them together. Everyone groaned before they left. So looks like you got quite a lot of friends, Jack said as he chuckled. I giggled like a schoolgirl. Yeah, it does, I muttered. Jack grabbed a stethoscope as he put it on my chest. Inhale and exhale, please. I sat up as I let in a large amount of oxygen before letting it out. I repeated this again. Oh dear, this is not good. Within an instant, I felt my heart jump as my ears heard those words. What's wrong? I nervously asked. Jack let out a loud laugh. Just joking, he managed to say. Oh gosh, stop scaring me, I said. I could tell, he muttered. I pulled the same trick earlier when I came down to tell him the news about you, he said as he put the popsicle stick under my tongue. I looked all sad and told him you were dead. Then Jared started crying and he hugged Jeff and Sally cried. Jared cried? Never in my life I seen Jared cry nor hear him. But he cried for me. Is that any greater man than him? Then, when I made sure all hope was lost, I was like, I was just joking. Then they all got happy, jumped and hugged one another, Jack said as he checked my ears. Wow, you really pulled an impressive prank, I said in a proud tone. I sure do. Well, looks like everything is good. But since you're now a member of this crazy family, and so is Jared, I can't let you go now because I must make sure nothing changes. You never know when pain can kick in again. How much more? About an hour. Then you're free. So get comfortable. I'll be going. I lied down on the warm bed, putting my head at the side. Jack opened his door before he left, and that's when I went into a deep thought mode. Random things popped in my head. How long was I out? Man, I wish I would have seen their faces when they were sad. Jared cried for me? Did Jeff cry? Can Jeff cry? Did Ben cry? Cry, cry, cry. Why am I saying crying so much? I'm so lucky to be alive. Expect for blood spills. Life was treated me nicely. Jared is so fantastic, such a great man. I mean, look at him, great person. Why do I even deserve him? Who's Jared? Oh gosh, there goes the I don't deserve him thought. Surprised you're not dead. I spun around as the familiar voice, only to meet Jane. How? How is she not dead? I looked at her body, no blood, no wounds. How are you healed so fast? I asked nervously. That's for me to know and for you to ... How is she still alive? Didn't Jeff kill her? Where are her wounds now? There are other creepypastas that are doctors, right? I mean, the wounds can't just disappear. Well, I gotta finish the job, Jane said as she brought out her knife. Not this time. Jane and I whipped our heads to the source of the voice. Jared, how'd he get in here? Well. Looks like the sexy walked in. Jane ran up to Jared in an attempt to stab him, but Jared kicked her, causing her to fly to the window, breaking it. Her hands were on the window pane. Wow, Jared kicked a girl. I quickly removed all the wires from me as I passed Jared's shocked face, which was shocked from what I was doing, and reached just in time to stop Jane from falling. Violet, what are you doing? Jared asked. Saving her, I shouted. Jane's eyes held completely shocked in confusion. Why are you saving me? She shouted as I tried to pick her up. Because I thought about it and realized that all of you need is a friend. That's a girl. Jane held herself to climb up. Her feet landed on the ground with a thud. Her eyes still held confusion. I decided that since you're not the only girl around here that I know, that maybe all you ever wanted was some girl time. So I'll be your friend from now on. We can do many things, I quickly explained. I gave her some time to process this. Jane held a mischievous smile, her hand laid in her pocket before she brought out a silver item. A gun? Oh, wow. I thought she would agree that maybe she'll understand, but I was wrong. She was going to kill me. I actually thought I had a chance, that Jane was actually going to be my friend, but who am I kidding? She was a serial killer. She doesn't care about friendship. Jane brought the gun towards my direction. I closed my eyes. Jane pulled the trigger as then the bullet went flying past me. I opened my eyes for heard a loud screech behind me. Then I thought. I slowly turned around only to see Jared getting up and the rake lying on the ground, dead. Bloody quickly covered the floor. This time it was my turn to be confused. Why didn't you? But she cut me off with, you saved my life. I saved yours and your boyfriend's. I felt tugs at my lips, making me smile. Jane put the gun back in her pocket. You better not be kidding about the deal, because I'm willing to try it, Jane said as she chuckled and smiled. Suddenly the door swung open and entered Jeff, Jack, Masky, everyone. We heard gunshot, Ben exclaimed wildly, but not at the window breaking. You! I thought I finished your ass, Jeff hissed. His eyes held anger. Calm down, Porky. I'm good now, Jane said, shot back. Puffed. Jane, good? Yeah, right, Messi said, followed by a laugh. Guys, she's serious. I promised her from now on, her and I will spend the time together. You know, girl time, I explained. No, stay away from her, Violet. Can't let you get hurt like last time, Jeff said, anger in his eyes and stem in his voice. Please, Jeff, I can see her honesty. Please just let it go, I pleaded. Jeff thought for a while before answering. Okay, fine, Jeff said, but there was a mysterious glance in his eyes. But you, Jeff said, pointing his finger at me, have to kiss me on the cheek, and I kiss you on the cheek. I looked at Jared for permission, who seemed angry but nodded his head. Fine, I said. I walked over to him. I placed my lips on Jeff's warm cheek. I pulled away quickly. Ah, that felt so good. Jeff then placed his lips on my cheek before pulling away, having a relieved glance and happy glance in his eyes. Jeff's lips were warm. I apparently blushed like I normally do. Aw, wide-eyed finally kissed a girl. Jane purred, putting her hands together, then folding them and putting them at the side of her tilted head. Shut up, black eye, Jeff snarled. Well, I'm Violet on this one. If Jane changed, then okay, Splendy said. Agreed, Splendy said. I still hate you all, except Violet and that cute boyfriend of hers, Jane announced to all of us. Yay, everyone's happy, Ben shouted. All of us went downstairs. Jared and I held hands as we rushed down. Think fast, Masky shouted to Hoodie as he tossed him an apple. The apple hit him right in the head. Hoodie got angry and charged at Masky. Soon both boys got to the ground, tackling each other. Oh, brother, not again, Slendy said, placing a hand on his forehead. Jared chuckled at their silliness. I love you, Jared said to me. I love you too. Okay, sorry. You said we'll have some girl time. Jane popped out of nowhere and said that. Sunny, I said as I raised a brow. That's my nickname for you, she answered. Okay then, let's go upstairs and I shall show you my suitcase full of clothes, I said, pulling her hand. Wait, you're moving in? She asked. I laughed out loud. No, just spending time here, I answered. Oh, I'll be hanging out with Jeff if you need me, Jared shouted. All right, I shouted back as Jane and I entered mine and Jared's room. We sure as hell were ready to have some girl time.